Click on them little dots down there and go to flip your camera. The little dots in the corner down on the right corner down there.
Please continue to share the live and tap the screen, y'all. Please continue to share the live and tap the screen. No, your camera is still off, sweetheart. Please continue to share the live and tap the screen. Please continue to share the live and tap the screen. Please continue to share the live and tap the screen.
Now?
Okay, there you go. Yes.
Who does that look like?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Who does that look like?
Okay. She coming with receipts, y'all. She coming with receipts.
Hold on.
She coming with receipts.
Who is that?
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Ms. Sanchez. Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead. I can hear you.
So is Nate denying the relationship with you?
Well, from what I have been told, yes, he's been on his Snapchat telling people I'm delusional and that he would charge me $1,500 per kiss. So if he kissed me, he would charge me $1,500. He's also on record saying he couldn't even get himself fixed to sit in the bed with me, let alone sleep in the bed. So I wanted to show the video of us both sleeping in the bed. I'm under his arm, and is there any questions about who's in the bed?
No.
Okay, so we have no questions at who's in the bed. Okay, now, so let's start the story. I just wanted to set the tone because I'm going to be PG-13. I'm going to be professional. I'm going to tell my story because I need to live in my truth. I'm tired of people telling me I'm delusional and nonsense like that. So let's start. Here we go. So I was on TikTok looking through videos a long time ago, and I came across my husband's page, which was not Nate. The same name that he has now was the same name that he had back when I first saw my husband.
So y'all originally met on social media, on TikTok?
I saw my husband. Let me tell you, the first time I laid eyes on him was through a video through the app. And I slid into his DMs. I seen him slinging around his big D. He was slinging that big D around in the video. And I saw that D and I got hypnotized looking at it. And I wanted to investigate the D. I wanted to see about the D. So I slid into the DMs and we started to communicate. When it took him about 5 to 7 days to respond, and then he responded, "Thank you for the love." It was just subtle stuff like that. Then about 2 or 3 days later, he had posted another video slinging that D, and I said, "OMG, I'm in love, blah, 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 blah." And I slid into his Instagram DMs. And then that's when the communication started between us. And we exchanged phone numbers. We were talking every day on the phone. FaceTiming every night. I was the last person he spoke to before he went to bed. He was definitely the last person I spoke to before I went to bed. And that's how the relationship formed.
So I guess it really does go down in the DM, huh?
It goes down in DMs. It go down in them DMs.
It go down in the DM.
It go down in them DMs, Cal.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
So we're communicating, we're FaceTiming. Now this communication, I would say, took about 4 to 5 weeks, around that time frame. After the 5th week of us talking, communicating, and we're talking a lot. We're FaceTiming, we're communicating. Now let me back. Before, I would never even get on a camera and show my face. So my husband helped build my self-esteem and my self-worth up during that process that we were getting to know each other. Telling me, oh, you're a queen, you're a black, beautiful queen. And it would just make him feel so great if I actually believed that I was a queen, as he said I was. And so, so as the time went on,
Hey, Continental, real quick, I'm sorry. Continental, if I can get you to keep the clips exclusive to this situation, that'd be great, bro. I appreciate it.
Were you talking to me?
No, I was talking to my clip man. He's our clip guy.
Oh, okay. And so we were communicating. He gave me taught me how to love myself, my self-worth, my self-esteem during that whole process. So we're talking, communicating. Then one particular night, I would say this was after about 5 to 6 weeks of us talking every day, 2 to 3 times a day, FaceTime. My husband, Nate, who you guys know as not Nate, had said out of his mouth before we were going to end the phone call, he said, oh, well, I love you. He said, I love you. I said, you love me? And he said, oh, I'm sorry, I take that back.
So how long? Okay, I'm gonna interject from time to time. So how long had y'all been talking and seeing each other before the "I love yous" exchange?
We never saw each other. We were only talking and on FaceTime.
Gotcha.
So within 6 weeks, within 5 to 6 weeks after that time frame, my husband said to me, he loves me. Okay? Can I continue?
Absolutely, please.
Okay. So I said to him, you love me? And he immediately said, well, I take that back. And I said, well, you don't have to take it back. Do you love me for real? He's like, yeah, I love you. I said, well, I love you too. And that is what initiated. Within a few days, we talked. He said he was going to.
Were you feeling it and just didn't say anything?
Was I feeling I loved him? Now, I'm going to keep it. You know I'm going to keep it 100. Unless you was blind, I had saw the D. I already saw the D. It was love at first sight for me. I saw the D. It was love at first sight. I saw the D. So everything else was about getting to know who he is as a person, as a young man. But I was already sold on the D. The D already had me.
Please do. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we had a conversation, and the conversation was, let's meet up in Las Vegas, Nevada. We were going to meet up in Las Vegas, but I was going to pay for his friends and him to come to Las Vegas. And I offered that because I wanted him to be comfortable. and I figured he'd be comfortable with his friends. If his friends were there, you know what I mean, and in between, we could hang out. So we were talking about that. And then we were DMing each other in Instagram, which I have receipts to show that. And about a day later, my husband, wasn't my husband at the time, says, well, never mind. I don't want my friends to come. I'll just come to Seattle. And so we planned a trip for him to come to Seattle, Washington. Now this, mind you, we've never met. We've never physically met at this time. So he books his flight from Connecticut and he flies into Seattle, Washington. This whole time, the time that he's flying in the air, I'm nervous. I got that bopped off wig in one hand. I don't know if I want to have this other wig in the other hand. I didn't know what to wear. I was so nervous. So much was going through my mind. So I was getting ready, and then I had one of my best friend's stepdaughter do my hair for me. And so I had like this front lace done, and it was braided in 2 braids, because my husband said he likes braids and he likes my hair a certain length like this. He loves to straighten with the body and volume. And so I got all ready to go. I'm at the airport, a Skype hearing, but you got all this money. I thought you had all this money. I thought you had all this money. And I told the judge, y'all, he talking about, I said, you better not have no lunch or nothing in your stomach if you allow this man to go on a Zoom call. Y'all better warn everybody in this damn courtroom before you pull them up on the screen, before somebody end up traumatized. So here you got this man. Y'all tap the screen. Here you got this ugly ass man, Joe Diddy. And you see what he wrote, y'all? You see what he wrote? I'm located in Alabama. Given the last minute nature of this. Now, look at the date. I need y'all to look at the date. Today was the court hearing, which was the 7th. Why did Joe Diddy put on there he wanted to have a hearing Monday the 6th? Monday the 6th is Sunday. It's Sunday, silly. Today was the 7th. Why would you be asking for a hearing on a damn Sunday when the court hearing was today? It's in his own writing. It's just insane to me. You gonna file something. And then you ask for a hearing on Monday the 6th, and the 6th is on a Sunday. Can anybody justify that for Miss Hillary Sanchez? Please, y'all tap the screen, because there's a lot more. See, it's a lot more that y'all don't know, and if you tap the screen, I'm finna give you the 411. See, I'm talking. They the ones that got their damn mouths closed. I'm talking. Y'all tap the screen. It's going to get better. So have y'all had an opportunity to read page 1 of what Joe Diddy wrote? Have y'all all had an opportunity to screenshot and read page 1 of what Joe Diddy filed from the Staples? I didn't know you could fax things from Staples. When did that happen, y'all? When did that happen that you can go into Staples and fax stuff? That must only be in Alabama. Huh? I don't know why Joe Diddy took his ass in there to Staples and had this done. So when was he served? So let me answer this, Chrissy. This is how silly this man is. This man was served on the 29th of last month, and he waited until the very last minute to try to ask for a continuance. Did you hear me? This man was served on the 29th on Sunday last month. And he gonna wait till the last minute to file this. He had plenty of time. So let me pull up another receipt for y'all. Y'all tap the screen. Y'all want these receipts? Tap the screen. I appreciate it. Thank you. Tap the screen. Thank y'all. I want y'all to notice I did black out his phone number and his address. I'm not going to be accused of doxing nobody. But I want you to look at the day he signed it, which was October 4th. And I want you to notice his name. Look at what legal name Joe Diddy going by, y'all. Joe Eddie Alexandra. Look at what legal name he going by now. He done ditched Joe Robinson. It's no longer Joe Robinson. He done took his husband's last name on official documents. So the fact that he has done this and he wrote this like this, I am convinced that they are legally married, that they married legally. I'm convinced because you got to be a pretty local person to put this on court documents, and that's not your legal name. And I can tell y'all that I know for a fact that he's done the name change. I know for a fact that he's done a name change. Now, what I want to say to y'all, did y'all see page 2? Have you gotten page 2 in? I need y'all to tap the screen, and I'm going to do what I need to do. Y'all tap the screen and let's talk about this. Let's have a conversation. Tap the screen, let's have a conversation. So Joe Diddy, who claimed to have all this money. Now y'all remember, this is somebody who claims to have all this money, all these resources to do whatever Joe Diddy wants to do. Now, I told y'all, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me say this to y'all. Let me say this. Can y'all tap the screen? I need y'all to tap the screen for Ms. Hillary Sanchez. Let her do what she needs to do. Okay? Tap the screen and let me tell y'all what's going on by the fireside. Y'all tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap. I just need y'all to tap the screen and we're going to have a conversation on the Ms. Hillary Sanchez show. Okay? They're in here and they're mad. I need y'all to understand that. So if I'm giving you tea that y'all ain't never knew about, heard about, can't nobody get their hands on it but Ms. Hillary Sanchez and Joe Diddy, I need y'all to just tap the screen. I'm not asking for gifts. I'm asking you to tap the screen for Ms. Hillary Sanchez as we go through this story. So let me break this down for y'all. So Joe Diddy got notified of what was going on. Joe Diddy was trying to run from process of service. And so I had to act strategically with the sheriffs and other investigators to get him served. Now, this is a very quick recap. So Joe Diddy had put out on Facebook orders telling his supporters to go and attack Miss Hillary Sanchez. Thank you for the gifts. This is what Joe Diddy told his supporters to do. Now, I don't know if we got any legal advisors in here or attorneys or potential people with criminal justice backgrounds, but let me enlighten y'all on something. 7 days a week, when somebody does that, that is a criminal act. You are putting a hit on social media on people, and you don't realize what you was doing and what they would do based on what you would tell them. Sir, ma'am, you going your ass to jail. I told y'all the justice system goes slow. It goes slowly. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen, and I'm going to continue on for y'all. Tap the screen. Now, people, Joe Diddy filed what he needed to file. Okay? Now, there are a few other parts to this that y'all may not understand. But you've got to go back. You have had to have followed Miss Hillary Sanchez and what was going on dating back to the BET Awards to where we are today. And how Joe Diddy with these other people and their crew and that sassy man was trying to silence Miss Hillary Sanchez. But it didn't work. It couldn't work. You can't stop Hurricane Hillary. Yeah, you can report. I can be taken down and suspended. Yeah, anybody can. But you can't stop a person who, when they want to advocate and do what they need to do. Okay? All right? And here is another thing that people need to understand is that the receipts on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show, receipts. See, there are so many legal, civil, and criminal things going on that y'all don't even know. You're going to be gagged. But when I showed y'all Exhibit 1, but remember when Joe Diddy was talking about, oh, I got something to do Monday, and he was joking and playing games. No, you knew better not to play no games with that court. I knew you would make your notices of appearance. I asked people, I said, who thinks that Joe Diddy is going to be showing up for court and filing his appearance? A lot of my viewing audience said he was going to not show, that he was going to default. I knew Joe Diddy better than anybody on this app. I knew he wouldn't default. I knew he would make the formal appearances that he needed to make in this proceedings. I knew it. And the thing is that a lot of people don't understand the people on this app that is on this page right now who helps him. There are people, I'm telling you guys, I need you to listen up, that is on this page who are professional, educated people who are assisting Joe Diddy. I'm telling y'all, You can believe me or not. And I'm going to take y'all in the box. People, you can request to come in the box and I'll bring you up once I get done with segment 1 of my show, because we're going to have 3 to 4 different segments tonight. We are going to be on a long time tonight. I'm going to take a little break in between, but we're going to do what we need to do. I'm talking. Miss Hillary Sanchez is talking. And don't think for 1 minute it's just going to be about Joe Diddy. No, it's going to be a segment on Nosy Bystander LLC, Omar Leonard, also known Omar from the Watts, and Joe Robinson, and Kayla, Danielle Curtis, Kayla Brent, and every other person who going to have their asses thrown in jail or they're going to be sued. Tonight is a really great night for the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. See, the great thing about it, yeah, you better charge your phone. You better charge your phone. You better definitely charge your phone. Is this. I don't need no one up in a box with me to validate me or what I do on this app. I'm not in any competition with no one. I come live as Miss Hillary Sanchez, and you like me or you don't have to watch. You can block me if you don't like it. But another thing we gonna talk about, which we already knew, was that Joe Diddy played in everybody's faces with them seasonings and everything, that cat litter. Everybody knows that this man didn't go in no place and create a seasoning. Instead, he did what he did. Not all of a sudden he a business person. All of a sudden he's this. All of a sudden he's that. And it makes absolutely no sense. Why don't you become a poster child, Joe Diddy, for the dermatology students? Why don't you go and surrender yourself to a school like University of Washington or Yale Doctor Medical School, so these students can study your skin, so they can figure out how to help and do things for other people coming up in this world? That's what you would do, learning how to give back. Extend yourself out and let these people do research, because for some apparent reason, you're not getting it. Now, hello, Miss Mia. Hi, Mia. Y'all tap the screen. Welcome into the Miss Hillary Sanchez show, y'all. Y'all tap the screen. Thank you so much. Tap, tap, tap. Now, what I'm going to say is this. Why is it that Joe Diddy ain't talking about what happened on the 29th of September with Miss Hillary Sanchez having them go and put stuff, give it to him? Why isn't he talking about the lawsuits? Why isn't he talking? He have all this mouth and all this other stuff to say, talking about, oh, she's here, she's there, she's this, she's that, he's this, he's that. But where is your mouth? Where is all your mouth? You said, Joe Diddy, that everybody know you got a mouth and that you can talk and you can do this and you can do that. Where is all this mouth at, Joe? Where is all this mouth at now, Joe Diddy? See, when a person knows you not playing, see, I play checkers. Miss Hillary Sanchez plays checkers. She moves in silence until she gathers all the evidence and have everything secure to where you are locked in. And then Miss Hillary Sanchez speaks. So it's too late for you to back up. It's too late for you to back up because you've already fell into the hole. You've already fell into the hole. And that is the saddest thing about it, y'all, is that these people do not realize the difference between content creating and being on this app, being threatening and doing all this other nonsense. There's a difference in being a content creator versus doxing people versus doing all this other nonsense that is going to land in your ass up in jail. And you will be able to do all of them things you want to do when you cooking them big back burritos and them all that shit with them sugar and stuff. Them folks in jail will steal them bell peppers and onions and bring them to y'all unit, and then you'll be able to microwave them and cut them up and put all that them little sugar packs or whatever they give you down there in Alabama. You will have the opportunity to put together all these meals for all these other men and see how they like it. See if they like that gourmet stuff you making. See how they like it. And this is the real funny thing. This is the real funny thing about it, is that Miss Hillary Sanchez, you can't come on here and shame me because I've told my story. There's nobody who can tell my story better than me. Absolutely no one. Y'all tap the screen. Let me get a drink. Tap the screen. So I feel like Charles needs our help. Charles needs our help, TikTok. Charles, if you need help, bob your head. Charles, if you need help, sweat profusely. Charles, if you need help, smoke some Mary Jane. Give us signs and signals. That way we can reach out. Give us some signals so that we know how to be there to help you. There are resources available for you. So I have had a very, 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 very busy day today. Miss Hillary Sanchez has been extremely busy today. And you guys, I think a lot of these people, when it comes to this lawsuit, is worried about punctuation and grammar or what comments and periods should have been or a misspelled word. Don't worry about that. What you ought to be worrying about is the facts of the case. Worry about why Joe Diddy and his crew is running from these lawsuits. Why are they running? What happened to all of y'all? All of these lives. Y'all remember the lives that they would do? They have Miss Hillary Sanchez in the backdrop with that baby on the side of me talking about Hillary, where's the baby? Hillary, where's Andorando? Where is this with that sassy ass man? You know who he is. I don't even have to say his name. All I have to say is sassy. And y'all know. And where is it? Where is all of that energy and all of them lives, y'all? Tap the screen. Where is it? Where is all of that at? Why has everybody went silent? Why has everybody went silent? Why aren't they talking? I need answers. Joe Diddy normally can speak and do all the stuff he do. See, Miss Hillary Sanchez has silenced the lies. See, that's how you know when somebody get on this damn app lying. is when you do what you do legally and they set back with their fist in their mouth and can't talk. I'm telling y'all. Silence of the lies. Silence of the lies. Just like I said when Joe Diddy said that he was going to take his ass and him and Charleston Chew first class down there to Miami, I called Joe Diddy a first class liar. You know damn well you ain't got on no first class plane flying out of Atlanta. And I don't know that Spirit Airlines flies out of Atlanta. So I don't even think if you was in first class, you would have filmed it. You would have filmed if you was in first class because that's what you do. You just was in a regular old seat, did what you needed to do, and then you want to take a situation when you get out of y'all Uber or whatever you got out of to get on that cruise ship. And then you sitting back because they didn't recognize your ugly ass and you think you a celebrity and they actually can't believe that Swamp Thing is on their cruise. Y'all tap the screen because tonight is the night that Miss Hillary Sanchez is feeling all right. All right? She's got her groove back. Y'all tap the screen. Y'all don't want me talking. Y'all tap the screen. Okay? Tap the screen. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Now, mind you, y'all, Miss Hillary Sanchez got 4-5 different things that we will cover tonight. So y'all gonna need to charge up your phones. You're gonna need to charge up your phones. And the ones that love screen recording and putting it on their page, make sure you got storage in your phone. Tonight is the night. And I'm gonna tell you today, it's almost 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. You're hearing it from Miss Hillary Sanchez right now so that nobody else has to tell you. And my true supporters, listen up. I want you to hold me accountable. And y'all know when Miss Hillary Sanchez, my true supporters, know when I tell them to hold me accountable, I mean what I say. And hold me accountable. I am telling you right now, there are 2 people on this app that is getting ready to get arrested. Listen to what I just told you. There are 2 people on this app that have criminal warrants that was signed today. Just be patient. They going they ass to jail for all this illegal stuff they did to me. You heard it from me. You heard it from me. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, it ain't going to be a mystery of the ones who I'm talking about. I'm not throwing a brick and hide my hand. It's receipt day. Today is the day. You got Joe Diddy who sits at the top of this ring. You got Joe Diddy at the top of this ring who doing what he doing. And then you got all these other couple clout chasers and people trying to come up on Joe and his followers and this and that. But I'm going to lay it out for you. I'm going to lay it out and then I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you who can look forward. One already had a knock at their door. I'm going to tell y'all this now. One person already had a knock at their door a while ago. and a phone call from the FBI. They know exactly who they are, and that's why they kept their damn mouth shut. You ain't heard them talking that same mess. I dare them to get on here talking about what they did before and doxing me. Do it again. Get on here and do it again. Go live like y'all was doing. Put out all these lies and doxing me. I dare you. Okay? See, it's time. It's show time. It's show and tell. Do y'all remember when y'all would go to school, or am I just too old? And we had show and tell? And remember how we felt how good it was when it was show and tell and you got your opportunity to show and tell in the classroom? Okay? Now, I want to say this. I need y'all to tap the screen. I want to say this. Now, I clearly have heard things, whether he created it or he didn't create these seasonings or whatever. Miss Hillary Sanchez don't give a damn. She don't give a damn. But what is interesting to me is that this man, this ninja, Joe Diddy, gets on here and talks about, I guess apparently, because I haven't seen the label, it says black owned or something like that. Now, I don't know. Maybe in the contract, he can claim it as his business. He can claim it as black owned. But I had already told TikTok that they were not going to think for a minute that him and Charles sat up in a place and concocted these seasonings that this cat litter or whatever y'all calling it out here for people, for human consumption. We knew that wasn't true. And if he sold out, great. If he didn't sell out, I don't give a damn if he sold 1 million of them. He could do that. I don't care. I'm not a hater when it comes to that. But one thing I will tell you, one thing I know for sure, is that I don't give a damn how good those seasonings are. Joe Diddy can't cook a damn thing fitting for anybody to eat. Even if you on your deathbed, I wouldn't want nothing coming out of that man's house or kitchen. If I needed it for life support, go on and let me go. Don't feed me nothing up out of that house. So I am going to be coming back live for the official Miss Hillary Sanchez show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I officially do my show. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, Mia, let me go. Just let me go. My eyes have seen the glory. Okay? From dusk to dawn, however they say it. Put me back down to dust. Because I don't want it. I don't want it. And Joe Diddy, because I know you here, you can't help but to be here. Or one of your representatives is here. Put on that swimsuit that you had on a week or two ago when you slid down and tried to do one of them freak-offs that Joe Diddy tried when Charles told you to get off him. And I want you to do a 360. I want you to do a 360 in that bathing suit. Okay, like you do when you in that kitchen cooking. Then I want you to sit down in a chair and lay your legs straight out and just let the camera look at you from top to bottom. That is a challenge that I have for you. That is a challenge. And you know why I'm telling you to do what I just said for you to do, Joe Diddy. Since everybody is so jealous of you and jealous of your body. Okay? So, you guys, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the taps. Thank you. Of the people who were up in the box, come back if you in the box, come back, and we will have a show at 8 p.m. That is my normal time. I wanted to come on to give you guys a pre-show. So now you know what to expect for tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Miss Hillary Sanchez Show. Thank y'all so much. I'll see you then. Thank you, Mia. Love ya.